Welcome back. Glad you all could be here. We are ready to go for the second half of Siege of the Empire, episode 40. Glad you all could be in attendance. We're going to find out what Aylin's been doing, and then we're going to jump back into the battle. Hope you all are enjoying.
That would scare me too.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Did everyone get their potty breaks and drinks and associated foodstuffs?
Indeed.
You don't tell me what to get, Jordan.
Fantastic. I have some delicious water, and I went to the bathroom, so perfect amount of time. Megan, are you back? Apparently she is not. Totally fine.
I am back.
Good. Welcome
I don't
back.
care about you, Dalton.
Well, fuck.
Megan, hi, hello.
Hello, sorry, T.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna be here.
So, we saw our scene of these two individuals kind of watching Aylin as she approaches the barn, and I think Aylin, you walk inside, and you kind of get that kind of cold shiver, like somebody's watching you, maybe because they are. And the inside of the barn is quite different from how your kind of adrenaline-plagued mind remembers it. Because you kind of had one of those out-of-body experiences, right, where you weren't really aware of the physical realm as much during your transformation, we'll say. There is, I think, still inside of here, there's scorch marks from the powers that were being kind of thrown around in here. You can see a pile of smashed bone dust, clearly where Daniela was smashing things to bits. The giant kind of the flesh golem isn't in here anymore. It's been obviously drug out and burned and whatever. But that kind of just acidic stench kind of hangs in the air in here, along with the smell of almost burnt electrical wires, burning rubber almost. That kind of smell kind of permeates the air as well. You can see where where a few villagers got injured, or where Daniela got injured, and there's some spots of blood in certain places. But what are you looking for in here?
I think she's looking more to just, nothing in particular, but to just piece together what happened. Because I think that she's a bit hazy on it. But I think she's having one of those moments where they always show in television and movies, as you're, walking around a place, as you're trying to remember what happened, and you're kind of picking things up and touching things and getting brief.
You see the flashes, flash images? Yeah.
Screaming and things happening, and every time that happens, I think she's trying to fill in the blanks, as it were.
Yeah.
To relive what happened.
So why don't we actually do that a little bit? Roll me a history check, and that will determine the clarity of these flashbacks that you have.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use inspiration on that.
Okay. That's probably a good choice.
Oh, I didn't need it.
But you
okay.
You rolled a 20 though. That's good. Yeah. So I think that as they do in the movies, when you return to the scene of the incident, it becomes much more clear. You're able to your brain starts to process information that it didn't when you were here originally, right? It starts to process all of these things. So I'll give you a selection of things, and we'll decide. So there's what I've described already, the bone dust, and the kind of there's probably a stain on the ground where the flesh golem was finally felled. And then there's these scorch marks along the roof and the beams of the barn itself.
Yeah, I'm interested in these scorch marks.
Yeah, so maybe you walk up and you see some of the ash where a beam was kind of singed away and fell, and there's some of the black dust on the ground. You walk up and you pick it up and you kind of rub it between your fingers. And we see the flashback, and we see Aelin in her form, right, with the angel wings and kind of floating. And again, we're not going to get these like in order, right? It's you, and like your wings are extended like extensions of your body, and they're grappling with this shadow that is kind of like roaring and raging, and nothing else. You can't hear anything else. You kind of hear like the muffled, like kind of distant screams and hoots and hollers of what's going on down on the ground, but you're completely focused on this. And I think we see these two in the eye slots. We see these blue kind of cold looking flames that are burning brightly where the eyes should be, and there's no face, there's no mouth. And this creature, this entity, appears to be engaged with you, and then we flash back. No, not blue eyes, blue flames. It's different.
Different things, guys.
No.
It is nice to know
going
that
back.
it is nice to know you guys have PTSD, though.
I mean, I don't. The rest of them do for some reason.
Yeah, and so then we flash back to you, like, kind of there, kneeling on the ground.
Yeah, and I think Aelin does what anybody does when you have an intense flashback. I think she kind of takes a sharp in-breath and then kind of shakes it off and stands up and continues to survey.
Yeah, and there's some other things, too. All of the windows on the barn are shattered, and the glass is kind of, like, lying on the ground. And you can see some of the glass like impaled in this wooden sides of the barn as if it were like spun up in a windstorm and shattered out. There's obviously like the bone dust that is in excess, and probably like smaller bones and stuff from the shattered skeletons all around. Their like weapons and armor have been taken out already. The flesh golem spot. There's probably some like leftover rags from when the villagers like were running around and got snagged on stuff, so those are kind of off in a pile, like ready to be collected for refuse or recycling or whatever.
Do I kind of see an epicenter for this quote-unquote windstorm? I imagine in the dirt or in the kind of mess, there's probably an area at which it looks like it kind of started.
Yeah, so all of the glass is on the inside of the barn, meaning it like kind of came from within. And it appears to be somewhat focused in the middle, kind of where the charred areas of the roof are, and the beams and stuff where you were engaged with this creature.
Yeah, so I think Aelin would walk towards the center of the room and assume her position where she believes best that she was standing last she remembers.
Right.
Kind of facing the same direction,
absolutely.
And kind of like looking towards, trying to exactly place herself in the exact moment that she remembers.
Yeah, and so you stand there and you kind of like, maybe you take a few steps to the left, a few steps to the right, just trying to get that exact location. And then you turn around and we get the flash of, you see Daniela pulling out her greatsword and embracing the door, and she turns her head over her shoulder and she just gives you like a grim nod as she backed away from the door. And you turn around, we see you, but kind of dream state, right? Shuffle everybody into the corner. And then we hear you say, don't worry, I will protect you. And as you turn around, we see you begin to like lift up off of the ground. We see this light begin to shine, and then we hear this howl, this as the wind begins to kick up, and we hear the as all the windows shatter, and this shadow begins to pour in from every side, and we see Daniela like kind of swing her sword as if to deflect it, and it kind of sends it up into the roof, and we see it form this almost mirror image of you. There appears to be like the shadow's a little more clear now when it's not like engaged in battle. There appears to be a humanoid figure with dark like hooded robes with these black shadowy wings, almost identical to yours, and it lifts its head, and we can see these blue flames where the eyes should be, and it actually speaks, and we hear it say, You hold the power. It will be mine. And that's when the creature charges you. And then we snap out of the vision.
Yeah, and re-experiencing that yet as mere mortal Aelin, it just violent shaking racks her body, and I think she just drops to her knees in utter fear, as if it has just occurred again for a second time. And she's breathing really heavy, and I think she just immediately, impulsively just starts praying and like literally rocking back and forth. Like she is absolutely terrified. And I think she just kind of almost like fetal positions in the middle of this barn and is just gonna hang out for a little bit until she can regain herself.
Yeah. And I think then we flash over and we see Morella, which I realize this guy should have gone on the guard's turn, because he's technically, or the thug's turn. So he should probably stand up and attack you guys. So we'll do that first, and then Morella, you can go.
Okay.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Protection.
So this guy, he gets quite a few attacks. He gets 3 attacks.
Fucking bring it, you asshole.
So 1 is going to be on Farron, and 2 are going to be on Morella.
Yep.
So 1 for Farron. Wait, did I not save this? Okay, no, it is correct. Okay, good. That's for Farron.
So as much as I'd like to have,
get so many high damaging attacks on me.
So as much as I'd like to have my reaction back now, I can't have it. I'm so sorry, Farron.
No, you take 31 damage.
Today I learned.
This guy is a bit special too, so.
Yeah, man.
Really, we hadn't noticed.
So yeah, Farron, you just take it like straight to the side. Maybe it's as he's standing up, he like swings the axe in an angle you weren't expecting. And yeah, just take it to the side, and then 2 on Morella.
All right. Okay.
I think only the first one hits you.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Takes 17. And he just bellows with rage, and so we see Morella. That's what we see. We see you block the. Catch the second one on the shield, and we see your face like behind, like straining to defend his blow, and then it's your turn.
Yeah, this dude's gonna get fucked up. So, I am going to attack this man once more. So, first one.
Okay, it's a hit.
Second one.
That is not a hit.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But your first one strikes him.
Yeah. So with that, totally gonna do this. So as I miss with the second strike, I realize, hey, a lot easier to attack him from when he's prone.
Yeah. So you knock him down on the ground again.
Gonna knock him down.
All right,
Or
athletics
attempt
with
to.
athletics.
Or attempt to.
He does have the same bonus as you, so. No,
My
not this
God.
time. Yeah. So you stab him in like the leg underneath your shield as you're like defending against the blow, and he kind of like staggers back, and you go to stab him again, and he like dodges out of the way, and then you go to smash him with your shield, but he like brings up the handle of his great axe and just like puts the same amount of force into it, and you're kind of like locked there, and he kind of like bounces off of you and swings his axe into a fighting stance.
Yep. Gonna just use that real quick.
Okay.
Fucking needs to die. So here's another attack.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's a very big miss. So yeah, he just bats it away. Kind of
All right.
deftly.
D8, maybe?
Yeah, even on a 1. But I do have that in mind, so let me...
That is
See,
a
that's
hit,
a lot better.
obviously.
That's a lot better.
So yeah, you
So-
come back with the second strike and are able to catch him with that one, and he stumbles again to the side.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that is it for my turn.
Okay. Theron.
I do not like that battle axe.
Yeah,
I
man.
really
Neither do
don't.
I.
So, I'm going to try and make him drop it.
Yeah. Okay, so, if I fail the save, I have to drop it.
Yes, I believe so.
Excellent.
Or,
Yeah.
Drop it like it's hot. Holy shit, that's so good.
But he would still take damage, wouldn't he?
Drop it like... Yeah, he still takes
Yeah.
damage. He still takes the first damage. Yeah, totally.
Wait,
Like it's initially like you essentially just cause it to instantaneously become hot metal.
Correct, yeah. So it's a
Yes.
con
And-
save?
he gets
But-
damaged and then tries
Alright.
to drop it. And
as a bonus action, you can cause his damage to occur again.
Yeah, so if it's on, like,
that's
armor or
usually
something.
If it's armor, yeah.
Yeah, if it's on armor, or if he continuously holds.
Right, if he... Like, if... It's not going to get cooler just because he passes his con save. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ryan, you have a 50-50 chance. He succeeds. He is going to hold on to it. So he still takes the damage, which is significant. He's looking pretty weak, but he does maintain his weapon. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
See, because we haven't actually used this spell in combat before,
Mm-hmm.
because you're a meanie.
Excuse you?
Could I...
Because you're me.
Rude.
Because you're a dick.
You know, it's better that he said mini. God, that's so British.
I don't suppose I could use my bonus action on this turn to hurt him again.
That is not how the spell works.
So you're
Uh,
still an innie.
Yeah.
So you're still a meanie mo
Yeah,
beanie.
you're even more of a meanie, you meanie.
You're meanie bo beanie fafini.
Yeah, I, with a huge gash in my side, take a few steps back away from him.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, that's it for me.
Fantastic. Kree, it's your turn. You're engaged with this unit. He looks pretty injured. He's holding his greatsword and he's got his chain armor on, but he looks pretty injured.
Well, I don't like him, and I feel that I am the bigger lizard in this case. So I'm gonna stab him in the face.
Okay.
Would you
And,
say top lizard in
knock.
this case?
I would say top lizard in this case, and Noct happens to agree with me.
And Noct, we'll say Noct bites him first and like kind of grips him around the torso and lifts him up. And when he's above, you just stab him straight through the chest and he falls to the ground, dead.
Perfect.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
All right. The Puppa's turn. So the Puppas, they get their bite attack, which is very successful in this instance.
Do they have to make a saving
Those
throw?
dogs, they do have to make a saving throw. Oh, yeah, that's correct, because otherwise the damage increases. Let me do that. We need a dog, and we need a strength saving throw. They pass. Alright. But they do take a significant amount of damage in the form of...
We're going to need a mass healing on these dogs.
Where's our vet?
From who?
Alright.
From our vet, of course.
That's right, Aiden.
It's Noct's turn.
Oh.
Eh. So Noct is going to attack the other guys instead of just the lieutenant, since the lieutenant's dead.
He is dead, so you're going to attack some of the Norse warriors.
Yes.
Let's see it. Holy cow, that's great, Noct.
Noct has not missed a single attack in 3 sessions now. Just so you know.
Noct's really good, man.
I mean, when you
It's
Animal
time for an hour.
companions are always the MVP.
Always.
Always.
Literally
I mean,
how it goes.
let's think.
So I'm
let's
not
consider.
familiar, surprised
Let's
by
consider the original MVP of this campaign, Hedwig,
Hedwig.
who
Yeah, man.
literally killed a vampire.
this. See, I don't know when we're gonna learn that if we all just had animals.
Yeah, all of you should
would
just have
actually
familiars or animal
be
companions.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, secretly, I've been making a new character for this purpose.
Okay.
Oh my god, can our next campaign we all just are amazing like animal handlers?
It's amazing.
That'd be great.
I was gonna be a force though.
So these
Traveling
guys,
circus.
these guys are going to attack. They're going to split it up between the knights and the lizards. Holy shit! Well, they did not do a good job against the knights. That's for sure. I don't even think. Yeah, I'm not even gonna count it. They're just gonna be fine. I'm not even gonna even try and add that up. That's not even worth it. I rolled literally 3 of the lowest possible. In fact, I'm gonna kill one of them just because that was so bad.
That sounds about right.
One of them
One of
just
them
dies.
of
He
embarrassment.
kills himself. Is what happens.
Yeah. Mhm.
He just
That
trips
sounds
and
right.
falls on a stake pole and is just dead.
Get wrecked, noob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is on the the lizards, and lizards actually have a lot of health.
They are lizards.
They take some losses. Well, it's also their mounts are also included in the health pool.
Their mounts are what's the MVP of their whole thing.
Correct.
They got the gold ones.
Correct. And then the lieutenant is going to get probably his final attack.
Is this the one that's attacking us?
Yes, he's the only one alive left.
Okay.
So
1 second.
Yes.
Because I have to declare which attack I want to do. And seeing how the first one fucked Farron up, if he's going to continuously attack Farron, I'm going to use protection on the first attack.
Okay.
Attack.
So he'll have disadvantage against Farron, and then 2 at you at normal.
Yep.
Okay.
He
sounds
gets
good.
3 attacks.
He does
man.
get 3 attacks.
Yeah, man, that's why he's fucking us up.
All right.
he's a
So
fighter.
Farron with disadvantage.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Well, Farron, you still get hit though, Farron, for 21.
Well, fuck it, I'd still save you for 10 days.
Damn.
Just what is your beef with Farron?
I have no beef. I just click the buttons.
Sure, that's what it is.
And then 2 attacks against Morella.
Just because I was finally gonna get my dream of having a house and living peacefully, you decide now is the time to kill me. That's all this is.
Listen, we almost cured Chan too, and then he got shot in the goddamn head. So yeah, now you know how I feel.
I mean...
Wow, it's getting meta up in here.
Let's,
Sorry, it came out.
I mean, there's also
Farron, how you
some
feeling?
tunnel scene.
I mean, it's my usual state of.
Yeah, you're almost dead in every single one of these fights. Yep.
Yeah. So
you see Farron who maybe he tripped over something, Morella, and kind of fell backwards, and the axe is headed right. It's gonna split his brain open, and you just lunge in the way and deflect it so it just catches Farron on the in the shoulder or something and misses his head and doesn't kill him, even though he still would have been alive, but he would have been very hurt. But you don't know that.
Yeah.
And then the guy turns, and I don't think he hits you with the sharp part of the axe. I think he just fucking butt stocks you in the face, and that's the first attack when he hits you for 16. And then he swings it around and comes down on your shield arm very heavily, and you just clong as it rings off of you.
Yeah, man, this dude's fucking us up.
It's pretty strong. Alright. We got some lizards. Some lizards are gonna attack. Okay. Spear and spear. God, they can't they can't hit anything today.
Nope. Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind.
They still kill a bunch of them, though. Alright, fantastic. The knights get to go. I realize that all of my characters are like all in the middle, and they get 2 attacks as well with their long swords. Oof. So that's another 22 dead.
You know, Jordan, you did the last same roll. The first roll was a crit and did exact same damage.
I know. I'm aware. Okay.
God damn it, Farron. Why can't you have higher AC?
He does have pretty high AC, to be honest.
Get higher, David.
I mean, I don't want to spend the action to equip my shield.
Be a pussy. Spend that action.
Alright. They're taking some
I
losses. Some significant losses. Dane.
He's going to try again to survey the battlefield,
Okay.
figure out the Dorskin mid's health, things like that.
Roll an investigation.
It was perception.
Or
last
perception,
time.
I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I meant.
And he gets advantage because he's above.
Yep.
All
Totally.
right.
You know what? No, I think it's still too hectic. Because they're not really, like, organized into ranks or anything, so it's a little too hectic for a 12, I think. You just
Okay.
get just slightly higher than a 12. But I will tell you that those last couple of rounds of aggression are pushing them back. Certainly. They are disorganized.
Mhm.
So, battle still appears to be going well.
All right.
The Death Doge's turn. So the Death Doges, they get their 2 attacks. And...
Puppers, no.
Yeah, puppers, no.
The first one, doesn't that one miss?
It misses, but it still deals damage because we're talking in the hundreds
Oh,
of
yeah,
people
like
attacking.
large scale. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Battle flukes, no.
Roll them con saves.
Yep, just a second. I'm going to get rid of all the damage first. Alright.
Oh my god, we're gonna have the old yeller so many fucking dogs.
Okay.
Morella, this is why you have healing hands. Heal the dogs.
Mate,
3 of them.
5
Good luck.
points per dog.
Oh,
I only
wait.
got 15
His
points.
turn's fine.
Actually, now that I know this, it was a really good idea to send the dogs to them.
Yep. It sure was. Alright, yeah, let me roll their con save. Not great. Not great.
Puppers, no.
You want to hear the best part is they only have 5 hit points. So, I mean, that's basically one going to die or a lot going to die every 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Let's actually put a
Poor
token
bumpers.
on them. That looks appropriate.
Yeah.
I technically need to do a contract because I got
Do you have any concentration spells up?
Heat metal.
yeah, because heat metal is.
Oh, yes, indeed. Roll it. You're fine.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Hey.
Hannibal, it is your turn.
Yo, I'm gonna be. You know what? Can I try to spot a general?
Sure, you can roll an
Miss Madness.
investigation. See if there's
Why
another
not?
one hiding. So I think your investigation, you roll a 24. You don't see anyone who appears to be leading these guys, and it's probably why they're disorganized. You probably know from Dane that Kree took out his lieutenant, and you probably know that Morella and Farron are doing good work against theirs, and so nobody's really leading these guys right now.
Okay, well, in that case, can that be for the stronger people?
Yeah, you can find a couple of stronger people, but I'm telling you that like there's no leader right now, and so you have that advantage.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm basically going to start taking the heads of the stronger people, and
Yeah.
let me do that pew and pew.
Absolutely, pew pew away, and your hex will be on both of them
Mm-hmm.
because there's time elapsed here.
Alright, and let's see here. Triple ammo. and Curse Slam.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. You are ending a lot of their lives. You start breaking necks with the force damage, and somebody like runs up and like leaps over like a tent to strike you, and you just fucking shoot him out of the air. And you're just like, are you just like walking through and just like fucking slamming people left and right?
I am surrounded by no friendly faces. I am literally walking through the lines.
Yeah.
Just ending lives.
Yeah, totally. You're doing like the cool, like, you're doing the Darth Vader thing, right? Where you don't run anywhere. You just walk through and just fucking kill people when you look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is very demoralizing to them. These guys are not mounted yet because you guys have hampered them enough. But at the end of the order, I need all 4 of you to roll me a perception check.
Dane 2.
And Dane, 5, sure.
Perception, you say?
Yeah. Good, Curry. Good.
I got it.
This is
My
me.
my tiredness doesn't mean a whole lot
I
to me.
rolled a 2, so there you go.
Mate, I rolled double ones, so fuck yourself.
Whoa.
Wow.
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 Yeah, well, it's
That's-
probably appropriate with what you
That's
two are
something.
currently dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm dealing with some big-ass fucker that's almost killing Farron. And possibly me.
Right, and you're not the picture of health yourself.
I mean, I still got something, but, yeah, this dude is hitting fucking hard as shit.
Yeah, indeed. Kree and Hannibal, was that for you or Dane?
Dane.
Oh, so appropriately, I think Kree, Dane is like sitting on your shoulder after you kill this guy, and you're like, there's a moment of reprieve, and there's nobody around you. Your men are like, hacking down some other dudes. And the sun rising in the east, a shadow passes over you. And you and Dane, like, we see, because Dane's probably visible because he can't maintain visibility with, like, his shooting and whatever else he's doing. You and Dane, like, look at each other, and then you look up, and you see there is a creature with 3 heads flying through the air. And upon his back, there is a large individual, seemingly too big to be human, riding atop him. And you see this individual, he pulls out a sword and has a massive shield on his arm. And as he begins to descend on the beast flying directly towards the men, he points his sword out directly in front of him. And we see it begin to cackle with this almost like lightning energy. And he lands. And we see the 3 heads. One of them is the head of a goat, and one of them is the head of a lion. The other one is a head that looks surprisingly lizard-like.
I don't like this. I don't like whatever this creature is.
And we see this, and leaping from its back, we see this individual.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm gonna fucking take him out.
Well, you didn't see him,
Oh.
Dane.
but Dane did. So on Dane's
He goes
turn,
before me.
he can relay a message to you. And it kind of lands among the lizard folk, and just like begins decimating them. You see the lizard-like head. It's blue. It's kind of like a deep, almost like dark sapphire color blue. You see the head rears up and comes down in this cone of icy blast energy, freezes like 10 or 20 lizard folks on their mounts, and they just shatter into pieces. And the ram head just like butts a couple of them out of the way, and the lion head picks one up in his mouth and tears it to pieces. We see this individual, he starts swinging his sword in like a big arc around his head, and anyone who comes close gets blown away, like literally flies up into the air, and we hear this crack of thunder just every time he strikes with his blow.
So he's Sauron.
Sure. And I'm gonna add him to the order right here.
Man, this ain't what I want.
Is this a not like this moment?
This is a more of like fuck moment.
All right. Marilla, it's your turn. You hear the cracks of thunder, but you didn't see what's happening. And the battle's a little ways off from you and where this thing is, so you can't see it.
I mean,
but you hear, like, the thunder cracks happening. That's... I mean, you're within 300 feet, I assume, so...
Yeah. I mean... Lieutenant Dickwad that's fucking us up over here is more concerned.
Yeah, totally. Let's see if you can just coup de grace him right here and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
It's totally possible. I believe in you.
So, yeah, just totally gonna bash this dude first so I can try to get that advantage.
Ah, okay. So you're gonna bash first.
Yes.
Alright, athletics versus athletics.
Let's see if I roll anything lower than a fucking...
Oh yeah, you got him, no problem.
There we go. Finally. Alright.
So yeah, you charge into him, and kind of knock him off his feet, and he blocks it, and then, like, tumbles back, and then trips over something and lands on his back. So you get advantage.
And as he trips... Pew. Pew.
Holy shit, you almost missed with advantage.
Shh.
Also, you didn't do enough damage. So you leap up, and you stab down, and it kind of catches him, and he, like, deflects it a little bit, and then he's trying to roll over, but you catch him, like, deep in the shoulder, twice.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not quite dead, though. He's still alive. Anything else from Morella?
No, I think that'll be it.
Farron, it's your turn.
Burn.
Actually, I don't know. How does the spell read? Do I just need to,
I think you would need to keep on making that constitution.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I have to make the con save again.
I think you do, because it's basically trying to resist that urge.
Oh yeah, every
to drop
time the creature is holding or wearing the object takes damage from it, the creature must drop. But luckily, it won't need to happen. So you see him land on the ground, and his weapon is kind of like clutched up against his chest, because it's kind of like tumbled out of his hands a little bit as you're stabbing him and he's rolling around. And he begins to scream this unearthly, like, ah! And we see the weapon turns into molten slag and covers him from face all the way down to across his torso and down his leg. And we see him writhing on the ground for a few moments before he dies.
Obviously, you hear the words uttered from Perla. Burn, you heretic.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So, Farron, what do you do with the rest of your turn?
I
You fucking collapse.
free action of regret.
Yeah, free action of regret.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a ruling on this. Would that, even though it's a bonus action, count as a spell being
No,
cast?
it does not count as a spell being cast. Specifically does not.
Brilliant. First thing,
It's like Flaming Sphere, where when you cast it, it's a spell, but every turn after that, when you move it, it's not a spell any longer.
brilliant. So then I just use my action to try to heal up a pitiful amount.
Yeah, totally. Oh. So we see you beginning to, like, mend your side or your shoulder or whatever got injured.
Yeah.
Totally. Enjoy your 8 hit points for now.
For now, he says.
Kree, it's your turn.
Oh boy. So do I know what this creature is?
Roll a nature check.
Nature check. Ooh, interesting.
I think that you know that this creature is an abomination that shouldn't exist. But I don't think you have a name for what it is.
I mean, that's a bit judgmental.
good enough for
True,
me.
true. This guy right here probably loves the shit out of that thing.
But it's wrong.
not.
Yeah, no, I think you understand that it needs to die, is what you understand with a 12.
And that is perfect for me. And seeing that there was someone who wrote it in,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to believe that he's the most dangerous target on the field.
Correct.
And so I'm going to bring my lance close and say, by Chotek's divine will, smite this devious creature of chaos, and go and charge my lance at him.
Okay.
Wow, or not. That's a shit lance.
So yeah, you break through the crowd of people he's smiting, and you see his sword is kind of crackling with this lightning, and he kind of very slowly turns to you, and you realize once you're up closer, he's wearing this like heavy plate armor, and he's like super like tanky. And he sees you riding and identifies you immediately as, you know, not the run-of-the-mill soldier, and kind of like he brings his shield up and kind of clanks against it.
Hopefully Noct is much better than I am.
Noct is much better than you. So yeah, the lance, he almost seemingly effortlessly just blocks it out of the way, but he didn't expect Noct to be there, and so Noct kind of catches him, doesn't pierce like the mail, but kind of like hits him, basically like headbutts him in the stomach, and he takes like a few steps back, but doesn't appear to be too put out by 12 damage.
All right, Noct, you got work to do.
Puppa's turn. Puppas are going to attack. Holy shit. That's what I'm talking about, Puppas. Absolutely. Oh, wait, I need to roll my save before I do damage. Before I calculate damage, let's roll that con save. Strength save. Passes. Okay. Alright. The dogs are fighting about equally, it seems. It seems like the numbers advantage is helping, but it seems like the bigger two-headed dogs are kind of tankier and fending them off a little bit. Noct?
So, Noct really doesn't like this guy, and he's just going to try and bite at him, bite through that mail of his.
Yeah, so Noct opens his jaws wide and clamps down, but this guy's caught on to your tactics. And he turns his shield to the side and just, like, bops him very hard on Noct's nose, and Noct kind of, like, jumps back and shakes his face off. You do not hit him.
Oh, no. Poor Noct.
He got booped.
He did. That was not nice.
Alright, we got some dudes here that are gonna attack and attack. Wow. They actually hit the knights.
But they do minimum damage.
They did do minimum damage, yes.
Marilla, your reaction.
She used it already, but it's a good thought.
Didn't she use it?
No, she used it.
Her
She used
time?
it to impose disadvantage on Farron from that guy that
okay.
hit him then for 21 damage still.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh that hard, Farron.
it's okay. I prevented 10 damage, so.
Yeah, so a couple of the knights actually fall to that. 2 of them, in fact. And then... A few more of the lizards. Alright. It is the lizard's turn. The lizards are going to attack. Their spears and their spears. Hey! They did something this time. Holy cow, yeah, they definitely did something this time. Taking a nice healthy chunk. They've kind of gotten their wings under them, as it were.
Finally.
Yes. That was a hefty blow. The knights, being enraged, are going to attack twice. Ugh. Okay, and then... five more. Alright. Men are not looking super hot. Dane.
Super hot.
Yeah, it's a good game. Dane, he's probably a bit flustered, Hannibal. And the message he sends to you is, he sends, help, assistance needed, a demon has appeared.
I'm fucking going for it.
Yeah, it's probably what you hear.
And do I see this guy here?
So, I don't think that a investigation check is appropriate here, because remember, you're kind of with the other group, so you have to maneuver over here. I want you to roll me a survival check to get over there and be in that battle.
Survival, here I come.
Yeah, 16's good. Yeah, so I think that you're doing you were walking, right? In, like, blasting people. But now you're speed walking. You're walking with purpose, or theme park walking, as we call it in Florida.
Finally, away they go.
Yeah, and you just, like, you blast a couple of people, and you break into an opening, and you see him just kind of, like, addressing Kree and Noct. What do you do?
I use my Tides of Chaos to once again regain a spell slot. So I can have advantage on this.
Okay, yeah, totally. Advantage.
Ooh, that's good. I now have a spell slot back.
Correct.
And I move my Hex onto him. And I give him disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm. That's all I can do, because it takes an action to do the regain spell slot.
It does indeed take an action to regain that spell slot.
Also...
No,
I kind of went before my turn, but...
Oh, right. We'll just skip your turn. It's fine.
Also, could I also told Date something?
Sure, yeah. What did you want to tell
Get
him?
to the other guy and possibly, and on my word, prepare a retreat. We aren't meant to take them out. We're just meant to hurt them. And
right.
After we take out these two individuals, hopefully we'll be ready for a retreat.
Yep, totally. Okay. Dane gives you an acknowledgement and flutters off to find Lord Groundberg, who would be in charge of kind of routing these guys over here and everybody else. All right, the Death Doges. Blip, blip. Okay.
God, I just think about what would happen if I send my men up against the dogs.
Plague puppers is what I'm calling them.
Plague
The
Puppers.
amount of work that would have had to been put in to save everybody.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
Good thing we don't give a shit about dogs, am I right?
Well, dogs are more expendable than people.
True.
I mean, some people.
In some people's
It was a
opinion.
joke. Alan. It was a joke.
Yeah, you're not getting healed ever again.
Yep. Very much is correct.
It's okay, because I'm still a better healer than Farron.
Someone just lost
You
Emperor.
don't want
candidacy.
anyone to heal you, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, I
All right.
never really do.
And then I'll make a quick con save, just in case. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine this round. They only have one tick of it. It's totally okay. Hannibal, you already went. Skeletons are being distracted. In fact, I think that you guys sufficiently messed them up that they're not going to be a problem. However, this individual, he looks at you, Kree. You see him kind of like shrug. And then he kind of, he draws a line in the sand on his, kind of puts a circle around him, and then charges you with his sword.
Who?
Charges Kree. He doesn't technically know you're there yet. All you did was put Hex on him.
Okay. I understand.
I need to pull up his character sheet, because it's not any of these. That's for goddamn sure. Haha. Character sheet. Let's see here. So,
Yo, good luck, Creek.
Ooh, how many attacks does he get? I need to actually look that up real quick. I forgot to put that down here. It's this book. La 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 la. Aha. 3 attacks. Okay, cool. They're all coming at you and knocked, by the way.
Perfect.
Well, all at you, and then you can choose to have knocked intercept, I think is how it works, right?
No. I can intercept for knock.
Oh, okay. All right. Then 1 or 2 at knocked and 1 at you. Knocked hit him, so he's more mad at him.
Okay.
So the first one's at you.
Okay. 10 damage.
Mm-hmm. But
Yes.
Clench your booty.
make a strength saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh boy. Waiting for a rough one.
Ooh, you just
Yeah.
got it. So the lightning crashes down, and you feel yourself get blown back, but you're tied into the saddle, and so that's what saves you from being knocked off of knocked. Haha.
Because obviously knocked is saving me.
You do take an additional 11 damage, though.
Nice.
You notice his sword is not crackling any longer, either.
Also very good.
And then he addresses knocked and is going to hit him twice. Or attack him twice. I don't know if he's going to hit. We'll see.
I will intercept the first one, but not the second one.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay. So. Alrighty. He's a weak little. Yeah, he sucks. Weak leg.
Okay. So then, this big, large, 3-headed creature, which you can see also too now, Hannibal, begins to run a rampage through the lizards. Oh, I need his character sheet pulled up too. Oh, it's not here. It would be under monstrosity. That's what I have it under. He gets 1 attack with each of his heads and his claws. So 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Not great, it appears. Do I have the correct? I do have the correct. Wow. I rolled like garbage because he's got a +7.
Yeah, you did.
So, a couple of them fall, but not many. Okay. And that is where we will flash back over to Middenstag for a moment. So over in Middenstag, Arkady, what did you say you were waiting for again? I forgot.